I'm Todd Grisham. The crowd cannot wait to witness this one. We're live at the CompuBox Academy.
Right here,
and next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. He is Smokin' Joe Frazier. He took part in the great Smokin' Joe Muhammad.
Good.
This bout is, and this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
Todd, it's a pleasure and an honor to be here at this venue. It's going to be something special.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be two that we're talking about. Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali, his fights against George Foreman. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Well, wait a minute. Smokin' Joe may go. Frazier finally answering back.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
This fighter brings a barrage of punches. They won't let you breathe. It's like fighting a hornet's nest.
Swarmers, you can go back in boxing history. When you've seen them, when you've seen the best of the best swarmers going, you understand how hard it is. It looks exciting from the outside in. Can you imagine being right in there?
They block the hook. Nice defense there, blocking the hook. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
This fighter focuses on those long, straight punches, staying on the outside, and winning round after round.
You want to corner an outside fighter, make them fight off the rope because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin them down. Throw a blanket on them.
This is a high-octane battle. That hook was off target.
Back up.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Nice job of slipping that punch. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Needs enough.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp, don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
When you're facing a longer opponent like this, you've got to get inside.
You have got long arms and you're the bigger fighter. You've got to keep him out there because you're not good at fighting up close and personal. Very, very good fighters can do that. Very, very good big fighters can do that. But use the jab, use the reach, and use that end of shot power.
Nice counter shot. Nice counter punch right up the middle. That left hook is blocked. Lucky that hook didn't score. The positives and negatives in the heavyweight division are the same. You can win the fight with one punch, and you can lose the fight in one punch. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. They exchange punches. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Nice stop, but that won't score. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Frazier covering up. He's got nowhere to go. What's keeping Joe Frazier on his feet?
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. The game plan does not seem to be working here. On to the third. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Back and forth they go. On that left uppercut. Joe Frazier is in trouble. Frazier never one to back off or back down.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Hey, Ali. One for me.
Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that's...
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe.
Defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Nice defense on that hook. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this ring.
Caught him.
And it's a one-hitter Winner. What a knockout shot. Let's take another look.
I've got to see that again.
Hey.
Well, he's got Bambi legs walking back to the corner, but he's still in it.
Unbelievable heart, knocked down twice.
Just be smart. Get your shots off and don't give him anything, all right? Yes, I like that round.
Here we go to the 4th round. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
You can't score with that uppercut. He threw a punch and just got countered. These punches coming from every angle. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Good defense there to stop that hook. That uppercut just missed. The greatest has been dazed. Muhammad Ali in trouble. They've avoided. Whoa, wait a minute. If there's anyone that can get out of trouble, it's Muhammad Ali. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Being dazed now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Let's watch that again in replay from a different angle.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You still want to fight?
Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this? Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Is there any way back into this fight after the... Back into the fray here in round 5. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
How about that technique on that headshot? Let's see it again and appreciate it more.
Shot for...
He ain't getting up.
3,
He ain't getting up.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Wonk, 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 wonk.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
Oh, what a shot. What a shot. You see shots like that in the gym. At least for once, this is on TV. Thousands around the world saw that shot. They probably even heard it.
Coming up in the ranks. Joe Frazier's coming up in the ranks.